What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction on the channel, and today I'll be reacting to the first episode of A Condition Called Love. Very similar title to A Sign of Affection from last season. Hopefully it's nearly as good because I loved A Sign of Affection last. There was quite a few good romance last season actually. The Dangers of My Heart obviously being one of them. Sign of Affection, so hopefully this can kind of carry on from where they left off a couple of weeks ago. I'm not too much sure what to expect. High school setting, romance, your kind of usual kind of setup, but there's very much slight things that do distinguish between a lot of these shows, which can make them obviously either amazing or just your kind of run-of-the-mill average romance show. So we'll see how this goes. Let me know what you guys think about this first episode down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these weekly reactions. And let's see what we get off today. I will say, a lot of the time, usually the first episode is one of the best or better episodes of a romance show. It kind of always depends, for me anyway, where the progression goes with the characters and how they develop is what makes you like top tier, like Dangers and stuff like that. I find that a lot of the kind of mediocre ones that just start kind of stagnating. There's no kind of progression or ramping up of the romance or anything. Dude is mystified by the umbrella. Oh, okay. Opening sounds like it's going to be good already. Again, I haven't heard too much about the source material or anything like that either. Going to this one very blind. I think I have seen quite a few people looking forward to this, but that's just about it. But as I was saying before, like there's so many anime set up like this. You've really got to be quite a special sexy zone. Okay. I guess I'm about to check out the lyrics. Make sure I ain't dancing to nothing questionable. I don't think I am though. But yeah, as I was saying, there's so many anime set up in a setting like at school with romance with a boy and a girl, blah blah blah. To distinguish between them, you really got to be exceptional at something, whether that be characters, story, artwork, or style. Hopefully we see something like that out of this show. There's been far too many of these types that I've just like kind of stopped watching halfway through. But as you guys know, there's also been plenty that I do love. Nice to meet you. Am I destined? Oh, did he just get swished? That was rather blunt. Pale model with a genius brain. Things like Destined One and things like that, I'm not sure, like, as much as everyone wants them to be real, I'm not sure that's like a real thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's probably a situation similar to that in real life, but if you go your whole life looking for the special one, like the Destined One or anything, you might not ever find anybody. A bit like Beatrice from ReZero. I'm currently rewatching in a minute. She's one of my favourite characters ever. Hatred times stronger. Yeah, you can't just tell someone how to react. Never had a relationship. Do you know what? I can't, to be honest with you, I've had relationships, but I can't ever say I've had a true relationship, honestly. I've had girlfriends for like a few weeks or months, but again, I can't ever say I've had a proper relationship, to be honest with you. He knows her name. Oh, really? Already? She literally just gave you an umbrella and you're telling her to be your girlfriend? That does this like actually happen? Like, some strange pacing right here. What the hell? Some very strange pacing right here. So we go from holding an umbrella, witnessing his breakup with the, his girlfriend, who is not the destined one, to then getting call it shielded. I don't know, shielded from the snow, I guess, by Hananoi, I think her name is, and then literally seeing her in class the next day and asking her out. Is that what happened here? Seems well too sudden, right? Especially for Hananoi, if that is her name. Apologies if I'm like butchering how you say it or whatever. Hananoi. It's yeah, tough one. But from her perspective, you just be like, no, right? Fuck you, no, I don't know you. And how do you know you like her? She's literally done one nice thing for you. Plenty of people do nice things for people every day. Strange development right here. I was not expecting this. Okay. Oh, he's Hananoi. My bad. Probably a good thing to do. Shut the fuck up, bro. Not sure why people gossip about people right next to them. Okay, interesting. It doesn't seem awfully strange to me, except for the fact that he asked out a girl that got done one nice thing to him. And this whole destined one stuff is actually, again, I mentioned this a minute ago. It's actually very common. It's like a very common like dream, and people always want the love of their life and stuff. Not that strange. Serious person, huh? Really? He cut it just because of what she said there? It looks absolutely fine. That's a bit strange, honestly, doing something like that. Because she said that for a person you met literally a couple of days ago. But he's known her for a while, I think, as we saw with him knowing her name and knowing that they're in the same class or classes next to each other or something like that. I think maybe a lot of us have also felt like that as well, a bit like a robot or a cyborg. I definitely have in relation to perhaps my lack of emotion during some things. Not scary. Strange but not scary, I think is the more accurate subtitle she said there. Hotaru. Ooh, that sound. Okay. Can't lie to you guys, obviously, it's been quite standard so far, honestly. It's nothing really, halfway through, there's not really much standing out to me here. I do relate to this girl quite a bit. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of her character. Is he just gonna go by her every word? You don't like this and I won't do it. Seems like you're not an actual person if you do stuff like that, honestly. Just an imitation of what you think she wants. And he's talking about destined ones. I think again that's something we've all done as well. Perhaps try to be our crushes or someone we love's the person they want to be with, and change ourselves for that, which is positive in some ways, but also if you do it too much, like this guy's doing, I see it as a negative. Mm. That could also be the case of maybe he doesn't like himself that much, so yeah, wants to again be the envisionment that she of what she would like. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit deeper than I'm making it out to be. Wow. So he found one. I kind of assumed he was out there looking. This guy is just like, he's not he doesn't seem like an actual person, does he? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we had that interesting segment earlier about what he kind of thought of himself about when he got to know people. He's a very good looking guy, but when he actually got to speak to people, he kind of it crumbled and it didn't go so well when they actually got to know him. I can understand how that might make you feel. A bit like maybe she felt like a cyborg or less of a person, and stuff like that actually makes him quite an interesting character. But that was just that little segment throughout this whole episode so far, and there's 14 minutes of this very long series, so don't get me wrong, there could be a lot more to come, and there probably will be. But he just like the way he's doing all the protagonist stuff, if you know what I'm saying. He's a protagonist and not a character, if that makes any sense to you guys. He's out there looking for her hairpin. You just knew he would be. He's just doing like all the perfect kind of protagonist stuff, even though he actually has these like real issues that are much more interesting, in my opinion. He's kind of just doing all the generic kind of want to be boyfriend for girl kind of stuff that you've seen quite a lot. So again, I'd much rather they focus on those interesting aspects of his character, honestly. But yeah, feels a bit generic in quite a few of the things he's doing. Like I said, there's that interesting side of some of these actions as well, isn't there? Psychologically. Not to mention her mum looks like a teenager herself. Holy crap! Yeah, as I say, he's trying way too hard for the whole romance protagonist stuff right here. Honestly, it's way too like generic, and yeah, I don't have any feelings whatsoever. That's what I'm trying to say right now. Not making me feel any kind of way. Oh, there is actually someone here. Oh. Kind of maybe assume there wouldn't be a teacher there. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. In a loving way though, I think. That wasn't an angry shout, was it? It was a kind of caring kind of. These models are really interesting, aren't they? We've seen a few of these, haven't we? Holy shit. These do not look great. These do not look great. Look at these guys. Holy shit. Looks like looks like PlayStation 2 models. Sorry, if I'm not meaning to be like awfully negative, but it hasn't been a great start for me, honestly, so far. Very generic, and little things like this as well. Don't get me wrong, they're not massive, but they they add up to make it a bit more corny as well. It's like very generic so far, isn't it? The biggest reaction you got from me so far is seeing these fucking models right here. These split second shots of these models. I could see a lot of girls getting very pissed off at the way he's been acting as well. It's just too much. Oh, fair play, he did find it. After a couple of days of actually meeting the guy. It's just like it's just way too much, too quickly, and with no lead up whatsoever. If you get what I'm saying. I mentioned it 5 minutes in. It literally went from bam meeting to bam, I'm in love. You're the love of my life, and I know nothing about you other than you done a kind act to me one time. Done a kind act. That's a terrible way of sentencing that, but looks like she has been charmed. Damn, who said that? Again, there are these little interesting hints of interesting character traits and things behind them, isn't there? But yeah. Trial relationship. Okay, as you can probably tell, not thoroughly impressed with this episode. To be honest with you, didn't really hit me in any kind of emotional way. A lot of the time with shows like this, I look for, again, the character writing, and there was some interesting things throughout the episode. Don't get me wrong, there was a few interesting pieces to the characters that I wish were explored perhaps a bit more. But more than anything with these type of shows, it's how does it make you feel? Does it make you kind of feel warm inside? Is it heartwarming? Is it kind of super embarrassing and just feel like you shouldn't be watching? And this show really didn't make me feel any kind of way inside. It just felt super generic. So apologies about complaining a lot, but I'm just being honest with you guys. I not much stood out to me today, honestly. I do like the opening song though. I thought that was really cool. The ending songs here is quite chill as well. Yeah, probably goes without saying, I'm probably not going to continue this. Although I'm not. Thing is, again, with shows like this, it could also be a bad start, and like there's a few shows that do start off badly and then just get majorly better. And as I said, there is actually a few interesting things to these characters that, if it is explored upon further, could be great and fantastic. But as I said, just not impressed really with this first episode. I'm going to read some comments quickly, but honestly, the rating, it seems like people might be agreeing with me. I know 6.8 doesn't seem like a bad rating, but it started off with 7.5 when I started off the episode. Now it's gone down to 6.88. I think I can maybe no, there's not too many comments, but I'll be interested to see what you guys think about this one. Do let me know in the comment section. Again, quite generic, especially considering the romance anime we've been having recently. Again, A Sign of Affection, Dangers in My Heart, Insomniacs After School, shows like these. What's it called? Hachimitsu no. No, it's not Hachimitsu no. It's Honey and Loafer. That's the one. Skip and Loafer. That's the one. My bad. We've had loads of it just seems like I've been kind of picking the right ones out of a bunch of romance anime these last maybe like 3 or 4 seasons. I've been picking some really good ones to watch. Dangers I caught on a bit late, not gonna lie on that one, but recently, again, for the past year or so, I've actually been watching some really good kind of romance anime, and this just felt super generic. Again, the bit that got the most out of me was seeing the background characters. There was a shot, I pointed out a shot halfway through of them looking terrible, but there was another one early on as well where they didn't look great. I didn't point out at that time, but then we got another shot of the I think, I'm not sure if it's CGI, but they just look like bloody PS2 models in the background there. So honestly, this show might just be worth watching to catch a few more glimpses of that. But again, just didn't make me feel any kind of way. Didn't feel happy, didn't feel sad. Again, just the main character Hananoi just feels just like, he doesn't feel like a person. He feels like the main character of a manga or an anime in a bad way, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you're not with him. I don't really support him. The developments were way too quick. There's a bunch more stuff I could say here, but I don't want to like absolutely crap on the show, because it wasn't bad per se. It was just like super average is what I'll say there. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought about this one down in the comment section. Again, could be interesting to see how it does go. I probably won't watch the upcoming episodes, but I'll see what people think about the show if it does improve further on, and then maybe pick it back up then. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy anything about my reaction to this. Again, apologies, I was negative, but yeah, just that come out, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with any of my spring reactions. Though I'll be back back tomorrow with another reaction. So yeah, see you guys then, and enjoy the rest of your day.